Hello, all of you vainglorious, you wonderful people, and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where today we're not going to be over there at all. We are going to go back over to our ore industry area. Just going to kind of let the college take care of itself as a forest fire encroaches upon its territory. Or do we get a win? I don't know why there's suddenly increased attractiveness, but whatever. It's really funny. You can always tell when there's going to be a match because this bus stop right here gets packed full of people. But we are going to just let the city kind of run while we plan out a bit of a road network over here. I'm thinking that we'll do like a gap between this industry just because it does make some noise. And kind of start like here. But what I'd like to see are my elevation changes and kind of work with that instead of against it. So that we've got like a road that's kind of like right. I want my curvy road, thanks. And I would like it to be at 0, thanks. So we'll just kind of follow this curve right here, trying to keep the zoning right there toward the edge, and then I should be able to get that to be straighter than that. There we go. So we can get like a little bit there, and then we can do like another section like right up here that kind of swoops in, comes up around that, and then just kind of comes down the hill a little bit. We won't zone all of it. We'll just zone some of it and maybe do some cul-de-sacs off into there. And then we will bring another one just right out here. I didn't mean to build that there, but we'll bring another one right out here on the coast. For that, we don't need this. Not going to be a huge area by any stretch of imagination. And honestly, I could probably... There's not a huge elevation change. We can measure it and see what it is. We're using the leveling tool. One of the nice things is, like, where you right-click, this tells you. So that's at 137.73. That's at 146. There's not a huge, drastic change there. Doesn't look like we start getting into anything really drastic till like back here, and even that's not that bad. So maybe we'll just fill up this whole area then. Would still like to try to follow the terrain a little bit, but let's see about doing a little bit more here. So what we could do then is come off of this and have it not do that. Right there, and then up into here to kind of go into this area back here a little bit, and then have it come down in a hill right there. And then I think that'll be about it. Like I said, we can do some cul-de-sacs off of it to fill in some of these gaps, but I don't think we'll do too many. Like maybe we'll have a couple. Like we'll have one that comes in. Actually, yeah, like that. We'll have another one here. We'll have one come right at this intersection. Maybe about there. I'm just going to attach those little cul-de-sac roads to the ends here. I kind of want this to go up here. Not like that, though. No, I want a curvy street. Yeah, I want that to do that. So let's make this look a little better. There we go. Cool. And then back to straight roads. Just fill in some more areas where we can put a few little cul-de-sacs, not a lot. And then back here we could probably do several and make them even longer. Yeah. That'll look good. And then those cul-de-sacs are hidden under intersections down here. I think we can get away with a medium one for most of these. Just got to get them turned around the right way and then get them lined up like that. They don't have the trees and things on them, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. We'll do that one there. We may do some smaller ones in some of these spots. Though it seems like the medium one actually works out nice. Yeah, it does. It fills in a lot of these gaps. I don't want it completely filled in. I do want to leave some gaps over here. Maybe these could be like, you know, the upper management of the factory. Maybe this is where they live. Who knows? Awful lot of houses for just upper management. But, you know, maybe it's a really poorly run organization that has too much management and not enough, you know, everyday workers. That happens a lot, and especially in old manufacturing. And then we can do the small boy right here. And I think that will look pretty snazzy. And then what I can do is have like this area and this area be all my commercial. And then all of this back here, residential. So we will need, you know, our normal services over here. Like we'll throw the healthcare right there by the factory. We'll do a fire station. Here, it doesn't seem to make that big of a difference, but we will go around the corner. And then we'll do a police station. Like right here. Seems like that'll get me good coverage. And then I just need death care over here. And you know what we haven't done in a while? Matter of fact, we haven't done it all in this area. Our child care and our senior buildings. I wonder if I should do those over here. I mean, they just take up so much space, which is why I haven't done them. Like, I may not do the elder care. We may do just the child care and be done with it. And then we need death care. No, we did death care. We'll probably go ahead and throw in a post office over here as well. Because, again, they seem to be struggling just a little bit. So we'll throw a post office right there. I'm almost wondering if I shouldn't have one of these big postal sort facilities, like out here somewhere. That would kill one of those. How much do these cost to run? Not too bad. It would kill a building there. But that would help them bring in just their local mail and help out these post offices nearby quite a bit. And then they can export outgoing mail straight to there, and then any imported mail from the train can come right there. So I think that's a good spend of money there. So now let's get some water going through here. Follow this main road around for now, and then see what we have to fill in. Autosave. There it goes. Sometimes autosave on this map is fine, and other times it takes forever, and I'm not really sure what that's about. Why it varies so widely. I really hope it's not my SSD already crapping out. It's brand new. Not brand new, but it's pretty damn new. It's like less than a year old. I mean, I have two, and I don't remember which one City Skylines is on, honestly. I know. The Burden 2 SSDs. And then we get you covered there, and that is pretty much all of that covered. We just need to run that way a little bit, that way a little bit, and that way a little bit. And then I think I've got it. Oh, we missed a little bit here. Uh-oh. Well, we're about to test our emergency shelters, because it's a 9.7 that's about to come in. This is going to bring the game to a halt. A screeching halt. Speaking of emergency shelters, are you covered by an antenna? You are. There are emergency shelters over here. Should be enough for all the different areas. Okay, it's out here, kind of in the middle of nowhere, so we shouldn't suffer any damage. We're eventually going to build some stuff out here, but we can deal with the fissure. We'll let the earthquake finish quaking, because it can have effects pretty far away, even though this is the epicenter. And you can see it definitely does open up a fissure in the ground. It's messing with our water flow and everything right here. Shaky, shaky. Let's speed that up. Get that over with. Cool, earthquake over, and city did not suffer any damage, so we can let everybody out of the emergency shelters so that commercial doesn't start going bankrupt. Because that can happen if you leave people in the emergency shelters too long. Your commercial area will just go tits up. So I want to make this just a zone, just so I know how many people live over here. Probably won't be too many. We'll see. So then we're going to do commercial all in through here. All of this is going to be commercial. We may even put in a couple of leisure activities here that will help the commercial out a little bit. Like maybe the floating restaurant, if it'll connect. Is that close enough to the road, or is that going to complain? Looks like it's close enough to the road. Cool. Does it have water? It does. Awesome. So that will draw some people down here, and that helps out with the commercial buildings getting some extra business. I kind of went blank there. Go ahead and do commercial on this side too. And then a little bit down through here, but I don't want to mess up my shoreline too badly. So we'll just do some small things here. I hear a helicopter flying by. It must be here to put out that forest fire. Yet another forest fire. There and right there. And that should satisfy our commercial demand. It did. And then we'll come in here and start plopping down some houses. Oh, we don't have a school out here. Crap. I knew I was forgetting something. That's a pretty big area, so we could probably get away with 2 elementaries and 1 high school. I have to get the high school there. There we go. Cool. I doubt we're going to be able to get our normal customary parks in here with them, though. I always throw, like, the playground back there. And the playground will fit there, but I doubt that the high school's normal parks are going to fit. Well, that one of them will. Okay, so they get a basketball court. Cool. And that should make them kind of happy, actually. So, back to zoning in commercial, or residential, sorry. Which they're already starting to build just as soon as I plop it down. We'll come in and fill in along the coast later. I like these cul-de-sacs. I like how they kind of fill in the area just a little bit different. Have houses going at all kinds of different angles instead of just all in perfectly straight rows. I dig it. You know, you can simulate that somewhat with curvy roads, and that's fine. That works. But then just to get some, you know, varying sizes and shapes and everything because of the cul-de-sac, it just gives, I think, the city a bit more visual appeal. I don't know. What do you think? I think so. I also think that I am about ready to be done recording and editing videos. By the time this video goes live, it will have already happened, but I am about to start a 10-day subathon on Twitch. Which, by the way, if you are not following me on Twitch, I would love to have you follow. And if you'd like to throw some support my way, well, you can even subscribe to my Twitch channel. All during the month of September, so even though my subathon's over, the special September promotion from Twitch is still running, where if you are a brand new subscriber, you can get a 20% discount on your first month's subscription. Or you can get an even greater discount at 3 months and an even bigger one at 6 months. Basically, you can subscribe for 6 months for $20.95, I think it is, which that's not too bad considering a normal month is $5.99, so or $4.99. So you can get for that $20 basically what you would normally only get for 4 months. You get 6 months of a subscription. And the nice thing is Twitch gives me, the streamer, my full usual cut. So it's not like I'm the one paying a penalty or anything like that for Twitch to be able to offer that. No, they're giving me the full usual cut, which is really cool. So if you've ever considered supporting somebody on Twitch, I would greatly appreciate it if you check out my Twitch channel. The link to that pops up somewhere. It's probably already popped up at this point in the video. It's usually about 3 or 4 minutes in. So you can check that out. Of course, there's a link in the description down below as well. I'm going to go ahead and put the trees in, even though some of them will get torn down. I thought that area would look kind of nice with some trees in it, just to set it off from the factory a bit. Not going to build anything over to that side. I decimated my residential demand. We still have a lot of commercial demand, but I'm not going to worry about it. This is enough, especially because these guys are struggling to get workers anyway. What I do want to do, though, is get my bus route all sorted. I do still have this crosswalk mod. I could put a crosswalk in so that that bus line can jump over. So, like, if I put it there, it's going to make that bus line complain for a minute, but they'll get over it in a minute. And then we'll do another bus route that goes in through here. Just trying to figure out my best way to do that. So if we go there, I'd really like it to be able to go here, but I don't want it to have to go over the bridge. So hold that thought then. What we're going to do is make a nice little bus-only road here that just turns around. So it's going to come in like, let's bring it right here. I go the wrong way initially. Oh, there's a building right there. Didn't realize I had a fire watch station right there. So this is the wrong way, but what I'll do is then flip it around. That way they make a left into there and then a right back out. And that way the bus doesn't have to go all the way across the bridge to get to where I need it to go. I just don't think there's any need to have it go anywhere else. So we'll have it start there and then come back around up to this outside loop. Normally, a residential area like this probably wouldn't have a huge bus service, but I kind of want it to. Now, how am I going to go back in the inner loop, though? It needs to go through it now, actually. So like that, and then down to here. Oh, it's going to wind up backtracking, and I hate it when the bus routes backtrack. So if I go there and then tell it to come back out here, it's just going to loop back over itself. And I don't want it to do that. So how do we... So maybe then my answer is this instead. Go here and up and through here. And then, well, now it's going to loop over itself this way, but not if we come down here, it won't. Okay, cool. And then that'll let me get like a couple of corresponding stations there. And cool, that just lets it run its normal little course. It wants 6 buses for that. Seems about right. I mean, it's 3 kilometers, so 6 buses should be fine. We've already got our biofuel bus selected. Takes a while for the buses to get out here because we've only got one bus depot, and it is far, far away. It's like there. That's our bus depot. So they've got quite a little journey that they have to take. In fact, we could probably see it kicking some of these buses out. It may have already sent them. Oh, there goes one right now. Yeah, see, it's heading to stop number 7, and stop number 7 is that one. So it's got a little ways to go before it ever gets here. So we're going to have this issue of buildings building up and then going under again until they get their workers out here. But this area is starting to fill in nicely already with residential. And as it keeps popping up, anytime there's residential demand, that's about the only place there is zoning right now available. So it will continue. So we're going to let that run. I'm considering getting rid of this park as much as I like it. I think it looks nice. Maybe we could convert that into an amusement park or a zoo. And bringing the nature reserve park up here instead. I kind of like the idea a little bit better just because this area is here. And given how small most of those campsites are and everything, I think it might look kind of nice. But I think what I want to do is change this from roads into walkways and just have my entrance right there. But sadly, there's no easy way to do that. Like, there just isn't, like, other than, like, delete and then coming back in, and it's still going to tell me it's space already occupied. So let's see if we can't fix this here. I like the design direction this takes. Like, I think it looks good with the little grid, especially for campsites. So if I can replicate this, I'll be very happy. So then down to there. It doesn't have to be exact the same. I'd like it to be pretty damn close. So then delete that. Delete that. Have this come about here and go down. And again, not 100% exact, but it gets the same idea across. And then this needs to go like here. And then just fill in this a little bit. And then there we can have like our entrance. Maybe. How does the entrance? Where's the nature reserve main gate, small nature reserve gate, nature reserve side gate? So it goes like that on the road. So what I want to do is bring the road up here. And have this connect like there. So we're going to plop it down, and then we're going to use move it to, well, move it to where I want it to be. Give me that. Thank you. So I want it to be like there. And then I want my two paths to come right to there. So what I need to do is get rid of that road and that road. And then line that up a little bit better, like to there. We're going to cut into this hill a little bit with the dirt road, but that's fine. It'll be fine. Nope. So like that, and then you're going to want to do that no matter what, aren't you? Okay, well that's fine. We can let that one do that. And then we just need to bring the dirt road back in to like right here. Like that. It's now connected beautifully. And then we can connect this trail back up right here and that trail over there. We can connect up. That's not what I had in mind. Hello, why are we underground? Not really sure. So we can connect that there. We can connect that there. And then we can we should anyway. Oh, can you not upgrade these? Oh, I really thought you could. Can I do it if I'm in here? Yes. Cool. So what we'll do is... No, you can't. So you can if they're the basic ones, but you can't if they're these. Oh, well, we'll just have to leave it just regular road. But then what we could do is just expand this area out now that we have the park area in. It automatically created the little park area here. So make that a little bigger. And then come in with my bigger one. And bring that all the way over here to the water. Cover all this area. And I just think a nature reserve would look much better here. Much, much better. And then what I can do eventually from this side for access is do a cable car up to there. I don't know if a cable car can sit by a path. It may have to like carry over and come over here to this road. We'll have to see what happens. But I like that. Probably get rid of all these junked cars. I don't think we need those out here for a campsite. Call me crazy. But what's cool is then we can come in with like some of our bigger cabins and stuff. And like bigger campsites. Oh, they're huge. Okay, I didn't think they were that big. Well, maybe some of our hunting cabins then. Well, they're really small. Okay, well, we have to make up our minds here. I really thought that would fit there. I really thought that the big boy would fit there. They're massive. Massive, massive. Well, that's okay. What we'll do is we'll put one here. Like that. And then we'll kind of keep the same idea that we had with the pathways. Just kind of following these campsites instead. So I'd like this to be right like here. It's not really cooperating with me. There you go. I would like you to connect there. There we go. Cool. And then we'll demolish that. And we will come back in with another one like there. No. Let's turn off anarchy. I'd like to actually have a proper gap between the two. Turn that off. Find it again. Oh, there's a tent camping site as well. I didn't realize that. So maybe we do like a tent camping site there. So we've got like your basic, you know, when you first come in, camping sites. And that's kind of cool. That already has that up to where it needs to be. But since I already have a 5-star national park, I can go ahead and just max this thing out with whatever I want to have in it. Which is what I'm going to do. But I gotta be careful how I do this because I don't want to destroy any of these natural overlooks that are already in here. I just kind of want to add to it. But it's going to be difficult because it's really steep in many, many places. And here, that won't connect because the path is there. Really, my only place to connect this is like right here. Can I get that to work at all? Come on. It was green for a split second when I first started to place it. What about the smaller one? The smaller one will work. And see, there we go. And that basically replicates the same idea as what's there, but will actually cause people to come down here. We're going to move that little log right there. And then I'd like to have like an outlook tower kind of up here as well. Like the really big tall outlook tower, like right there. Again, just kind of a cool thing to have way up high. And then maybe we can do the other platform that I was wanting to do right here, possibly. Yeah. In fact, we can kind of lower it down, most likely. No, that's fine. There we go. And so they've got a nice little view out over the valley. And that works well. And then we could probably do one more observation tower. Like right here-ish, maybe. And again, the tall one. The short one's kind of lame. The only thing about this is I can't use my fishing cabins. There's just nowhere to put them. Which is okay. So you are already at 946. What was this one's entertainment value? 3,100. Oh, wow, that's really high. So we may just let this one run for a while to see what it takes to get it to its actual 5-star requirement. So I would like to then just finish filling this in. Like we can have like a nice rock climbing area when you first come in. Be like a nice community recreational thing, but I want it to kind of like be angled here, and it's going to be really difficult to do because it wants to keep snapping to that road. There we go. That looks good. There's a truck in the way, but that's maybe part of the rock climbing, is you have to not fall on the rusty truck. Back here. So, oh, that's a lovely view. We could do another, maybe a combo, actually, of these dudes. One of these and one of these. Yeah. I like that. And there's really not... I mean, these aren't woods, so maybe we will keep both national parks, and maybe we'll take this one a little away from camping and more toward hunting and fishing. And this one will be more about hiking and camping and stuff. Because it does occupy a pretty big area. And it's pretty far away from everything. So it needs to kind of have its own purpose for being. Like right now, it's, getting no visitors because it's just so far away. The road does connect. It's just you got to go all the way down here and come from over here. So it's quite the journey to get there. What we could do is come in here for our tourism bus, create a new line, and literally have a bus that runs up here to drop people off. Where the hell did it go? There it is. So a bus that comes up here and then goes back. That's going to immediately say, we want 97 buses for this because it's so long, but I'm going to cut it down to like 2. Or maybe the sightseeing bus would be better for this. Sightseeing bus, bus tour lines, next to attractions. Maybe this would be better. Can I fit this depot anywhere in somewhere over here? You know what? We've got all this industrial that nobody's using. Let's see if we can't just plop it down. There we go. Cool. So let's go over here and get rid of this, excuse me, this regular passenger line here. Oh, God, that's going to be really hard to grab. So we'll go in here and go down to the incomplete line. I have so many bus lines, 28 of them, and then we'll just delete that. And instead, we'll make this a tourist bus line. Oh, but it can't share those stops. Crap. That's a bummer. So we'll go there. And then, I don't know how appealing this is, but it's pretty purple. So we'll go there, and then we'll come back. Maybe we'll have it actually come over here as well before it goes back, since this seems to be a nice tourist area. And then it can just wrap up there, and then it's probably, like I said, going to say that it needs a ton of buses. I'm going to drop that down, not 2, to like 5. 6 is fine. Because the sightseeing bus tours just don't really get a ton of passengers anyway. But that will help people get up there to the park. But I think that's been a nice little bit of work. We are almost there on our school, so we'll probably finish this guy out in the live stream. And then this side of town will be pretty much done once this park finishes all of its upgrades. But that's going to take quite some time, because even though it's got its huge entertainment score, it's just not getting visitors yet. Again, because it's miles away from anything. Like, there's nobody on that bridge. So, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.